Well, kids, you're looking absolutely fantastic tonight. Wow, you're all dressed up. Is there something going on that I should be aware of? What's going on here tonight? Do I know? Is there something important going on? What? First communion. Oh, my heavens. Well, if it's first communion, then I need all of you children up here, please. All of our first communicants, come on up on the top level here. Everybody wants to see how beautiful you are, how well dressed you are this evening. And we got a whole boatload of them tonight, I'm here to tell you. That's great. Let's see if we can get you all up here. Feel free to spread out a little bit if you need to. Okay? Can we see everybody? All right. Don't they look spectacular? Wow. Very good. Yeah. There we go. Now, kids, if you've ever been here on First Communion weekends, you know what this is about, right? We get to do the First Communion cheer. Now, what you need to do is you need to follow me. What I do, I want you to do. What I say, I want you to say. I want you to repeat after me, all right? Are you ready? Nice and loud now. Are you sure you're happy? Because I don't see many of you smiling. Okay, this is a big moment, so are you ready? Okay, here we go. I can't lose. Okay, you got to be a little louder than that. Come on, everybody. Let's try it again. I can't lose. Why? Because I'll tell you why. Okay, we got to get the gestures in there. Come on, you got to move your hands, all right? Okay, because I've got faith. And I have courage. And I have enthusiasm. Oh, very good. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Now that you got the jitters out, are you ready? Okay, nice and loud. Let's really impress these people, okay? Are you ready? Here we go. I can't lose. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got faith. And I have courage. And I have enthusiasm. Oh, very, very nice. Very good. Okay. Now, what do you think? Should we have your mom and dad, grandpas, everybody do it here as well? Sure, okay. On your feet, please. Here we go. Okay. Okay, are we ready, kids? Okay, we're going to teach these adults how to do this, okay? All right, same thing applies. Of course, spread out if you need to. I want to do a disclaimer. Our insurance is not very good here at the Church of St. Mary. So, of course, what we want you to do is only do what your body will allow you to do, okay? Here we go. Repeat after me. I can't lose.
I can't lose.
Why?
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why.
Because I've got faith.
I got faith.
And I have courage.
I got courage.
And I have enthusiasm. I didn't see much jumping there. One more time. Here we go. Let's raise the roof. I can't lose.
I can't lose.
Why?
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why.
Because I've got faith.
I got faith.
And I have courage.
I got courage.
And I have enthusiasm.
I got enthusiasm.
Give yourself a round of applause. Very nice. Kids, you can go right back to your place. You can be seated. Oh, that'll get you going. You can probably tell this is my favorite weekend almost of the entire year. There's something about the First Communion chair. There's something about faith and courage and enthusiasm why the gospel tells us today that faith, the reason why we need it, the reason why it's important, is so that we might have life in Christ's name. All these things, John tells us, have been written so that you might have life in his name. Faith is so incredibly important. It is our belief in that which we cannot see. But we believe that it's real, that it's here, that it's present in our life. And what is it that we believe that's real and present and is here? Why, we believe Jesus Christ. The real presence is made manifest to us every time we gather at this table. So that's why we as a community of believers, we need First Communion Sunday. We need this opportunity not only so that our children can celebrate their First Communion, but you and I who have been receiving communion for gosh knows how many times, we too need to be reminded of this incredible gift we receive. Sometimes we take it for granted. Sometimes we forget how incredibly important it is in our lives. We need communion. We need to receive the real presence of Christ. We need it because, of course, we need to know the gift of courage and enthusiasm. Jesus came even though the doors were locked. And he stood in their midst and he said to them, "Peace be with you." If that would have been you and I, if we would have come back and returned to our disciples who had abandoned us during our greatest time and hour of need, do you think we would go to our best friends, or at least who we thought were our best friends who abandoned us? Do you think we would go to them and say, "Peace be with you"? I doubt it. You and I would probably go to them and we would say, "Shame on you. Where were you? How is it that you can consider yourself to be a friend?" And yet notice, Jesus does not shame, Jesus does not condemn, even though he had every right to. No, he comes behind locked doors. He comes through the fear of the disciples. He comes through their guilt that they are experiencing. And there he stands in their midst. And he doesn't condemn them, but rather he gives them peace. And he gives them forgiveness. And in so doing, he gives them courage. Courage to go out as he breathes on them, as he gives them his life, and he says to them, "Now go. Go and give to others the gift that you have been given." So children, tonight you come to this altar for the very first time. Here you receive the living and the real presence of Christ, who comes to give you peace, who comes to give you courage, who comes so that you might receive him and that you then might go forth to share him with others, with enthusiasm, with joy, and with gladness. Yes, it's true, my friends. You and I, we can't lose because we have been given the gift of faith. We have been given the gift of courage. And we go forth with the gift of enthusiasm, bringing to others what we received this night: Christ, risen and alive.